I just made a vid on Pakistan and Saudi Arabia's threat to the West and whether we should have total war in Pakistan, with Pakistan and the AlQueada and everything. Well, I I declare now that until quite recently, I was really for withdrawing from the Middle East all completely. I don't believe in the Iraq War. I thought it was a wrong war. It was based on lies. Uh, but even though I was being conciliatory and I was saying that we should recognise Iran, and I've got some experts who base I'm taking their information on board. So Michael Schur, who said that we should either withdraw from the Middle East or go for total war against Al Qaeda because that's what it needs. And I also looked at Robert Bayer, and he said that we should um, recognise Iran. Well, for my trouble, I was repeatedly had comments say from a bunch of Muslim fundamentalists that it wasn't enough that I was trying to be conciliatory and say we should win over hearts and minds by using the Iranian Farsi speakers and UK Special Forces to try and save Pakistan. I was apparently that wasn't enough. Apparently, all the British troops in Afghanistan and Pakistan must die, according to these religious fundamentalists. So I thought of this vid, Atheism and Al-Qaeda, which basically is talking about atheism versus the bunch of religious nutcases that are coming from the Middle East, whether you're talking about Israelis, Christians or Muslims. I don't care. You're all wrong. You're all a bunch of nutters. Alright? So you can make a discussion about that. Why is it that all these religious people are so stupid? Alright? Because they are stupid. They believe that life begins after death, that you have to blow yourself up, you might get 72 virgins, or that you're a chosen people because a burning bush said you were, or because man is forever going to be sinning because a talking snake said to a naked woman that you're the rib of man and you're the original sin. There's some feminism from the Middle East for you. I'm a Jeffersonian rationalist, and I'm a secularist and a atheist, right? So I don't really hold with all your weird beliefs. Putting Allah Akbar on my vid about whether total war we should have total war with Al Qaeda, which was actually a question which people didn't seem to take on board. You know, should we withdraw from the Middle East or should we stay there? Should we fight out? Well, now the more I talk about these people and the more I try and be conciliatory, the more they act as though I am weak for trying to be rational with them. Well, I'm fed up with being weak. I'm actually going to say that I actually completely support the war in Afghanistan because you lot have to be stopped. You're a bunch of religious nutcases and freaks, and your argument is weak. You're weak and you should get a grip. Alright? You should try getting a life instead of trying to convince people into your religious mania. My whole point of that video, Total War, which was the question, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan, was whether we should try and stabilise Pakistan, because obviously what the CIA is doing is not necessarily a good thing because they're going over and doing raids. I didn't say whether the CIA is doing this intentionally or not. I don't know. And so I'm trying to stick up for Western beliefs because I don't believe women are second-class citizens. I don't believe you should be beheading women because they want to get a divorce. Alright, I don't think you should slowly behead people in front of a camera because they don't believe in your religion. I don't believe that you should be shooting Palestinian kids because they want a homeland of their own, shooting and gassing Palestinian kids. Also, don't believe that you should be stoning people to death because they convert to Christianity. It's their fucking business. If they want to be Christians, Muslims, or Jews, or atheists, right? I'd like them to all be atheists. But then again, bombing people, whether you use a fighter plane or you blow yourself up, alright, is not acceptable. Right? Have a bit of soul that you keep professing that you have more than us atheists. I believe that in science and evolution, alright, I've got actual evidence to back up my beliefs, whereas what have you got? Nothing but a bunch of threats. I try to get these people to make their videos of their own, but they don't have the guts to go and make a video response, and that's why they are a bunch of cowards and freaks. Alright? You can... Right, now what is the alternative to that? Now I've got that off my chest. Alright? Well, I'd like to see the world have a more Scandinavian style kind of economy, where people are looked after from when they're born to when they die, because they always pay taxes, they're always ready to be soldiers or doctors or nurses or policemen, and they're always trying to make the world a better place. Most people do this, right? There are lots of people who are douchebags out there who don't, to use an American phrase. There are some people who are such a bunch of losers that no matter how much money they have or how much power they have, they're always trying to make other people's lives crap because they get a thrill out of it. That's the sort of people we're dealing with, these religious fanatics out there. Alright. Well, if you're an atheist and you watch this vid, leave a comment, and then we can try and make some comments on YouTube that aren't always dominated by the religious freaks out there. Okay? Thanks. Peace. But not to AlQueada. You're going down.